The year is 593 BCE. Ezekiel, a priest from the house of Levi, sits by the river Chebar in Babylon, where he and many Israelites have been taken into exile. He gazes at the waters, his face somber yet resolute. He is dressed in the traditional robes of a Hebrew priest, simple but dignified. His dark skin glows under the sun, and his long braided hair is tied with a leather band. As Ezekiel contemplates the fate of his people, he suddenly sees a vision. Suddenly a windstorm comes from the north, and a massive cloud filled with fire appears before Ezekiel. Within the cloud, Ezekiel sees four living creatures, each with four faces: the face of a man, a lion, an ox, and an eagle. Their skin shines like bronze, and they have wings that stretch out, glistening in the fire. Ezekiel is awestruck as the creatures move in perfect harmony. As Ezekiel continues to watch in amazement, he sees enormous wheels beside each of the creatures. The rims of the wheels are full of eyes, representing the omniscience of God. Above the creatures, a sapphire throne appears, and on the throne sits a radiant figure, shining like fire and surrounded by a brilliant rainbow. Ezekiel falls to his knees, recognizing that he is in the presence of the Lord. A hand reaches out from the figure on the throne, holding a scroll. The voice of God commands Ezekiel to eat the scroll, saying that it contains words of lamentation, mourning, and woe. Ezekiel obediently eats the scroll, and though its message is bitter, it tastes sweet like honey. He feels the weight of the prophecy he is called to deliver. After receiving the scroll, Ezekiel is given his mission: to be a watchman for the house of Israel. He must warn the people of their sins and call them to repentance. With a heart full of purpose, Ezekiel stands tall, ready to deliver God's message to his people no matter the cost. His eyes reflect both the weight of the divine task and his determination to fulfill it. Ezekiel is taken in a vision to a valley full of dry bones, representing the people of Israel who have lost hope. God commands Ezekiel to speak to the bones, and as he does, the bones begin to rattle and come together. Flesh and skin cover them, and God breathes life into the bodies, restoring them to life. This vision is a promise of the restoration of Israel. Ezekiel is shown a vision of a new temple in Jerusalem, symbolizing the restoration of worship and the return of God's presence to his people. The temple is magnificent, with flowing water that brings life to the land. Ezekiel walks through the vision, measuring the temple and witnessing the glory of its design. It is a symbol of hope for the future.